The Shakespeare Institute here in Stratford is one of the great specialist departments of the University of Birmingham, and we like to think of ourselves as one of the university's sort of special mascots, really. When the university was founded, it presented itself as the great civic university of Shakespeare's home region. I mean, that's why there's a statue of Shakespeare centrally above the door of the Aston Webb building, as dominating that pantheon of great Western thinkers. And the university sort of followed up its commitment to Shakespeare studies in 1951, when they bought this beautiful, substantial Tudor house in the middle of Stratford-upon-Avon to house this new thing, the Shakespeare Institute, a specialist department devoted to studying and teaching the works of Shakespeare, the culture of Shakespeare, the performance of Shakespeare. It's out in Stratford instead of on campus so that it can be close to the theatre. One of the things it's for, as well as teaching undergraduates and teach when they come down and teaching postgraduates, is to serve as a kind of ideas lab and database for the great Shakespeare theatre here, our neighbours, the Royal Shakespeare Company, and also for the Shakespeare Birthplace Trust.
We still study Shakespeare because of the incredible richness of his language. Whether you're reading Shakespeare, whether you're seeing him on the stage or on the screen, you're struck by the depth and density of what he's saying. What people made of it, what kinds of things several people noticed. Because Shakespeare has been such a huge part of the English language and English literary tradition since the time he was writing, we find that he's so interwoven with so many other literary and dramatic traditions. So in studying Shakespeare, you can study so many other things. Study the other musical composers that wrote operas or symphonies based on Shakespearean plays, visual artists who responded in paint or in photography to his works, all different kinds of, all different avenues of exploration. And I think it's that richness and also that plurality that makes the field so exciting. But some of the things I really valued when I was just fresh off the plane over here was the intimacy and the community that we have here in Stratford. It's a small town. It's a relatively small program, but there's still people from all over the world at all different stages of life, different professional backgrounds. So I felt like I was learning a lot from my peers. And then, of course, the fellows here, the academic staff, are experts in their fields and have so many different ways of looking at Shakespeare.
Well, it reminds you back to the start, doesn't it? Love set you going like a fat gold watch.
Well, the Shakespeare Institute Library's got a wide range of material on Shakespeare and Renaissance literature. It is one of the best places in the world to study. That's because we've got so many resources, which include rare books and contemporary criticism, but also archives relating to textual scholarship and to performance history as well.
Many actors find it extremely helpful to understand as much as they possibly can about the context in which a play was written, about what all of its vocabulary means, and many of them want to know as much as they can about how other people have interpreted particular parts.
We have a wonderful collection, which is an actor's script collection, which started off with material from the actor Samuel West and includes many items to do with his work as actor and director. He worked at Sheffield Crucible, so we have his material from when he acted and directed up there, plus a lot of the productions that he did with RSC.
Most theatre practitioners are always at work themselves when other people are doing productions of plays, so they tend not to have seen very many other productions of even a play like Hamlet, which is on somewhere practically all the time. So it's often helpful for them to either to come and talk to us, because we can see a lot of Shakespeare and study a lot of theatre history. It can be helpful for them to find out mistakes other people have made that they want to avoid, or brilliant ideas other people have had that they don't want to seem to be copying. Welcome to the Royal Shakespeare Company's third The Other Place Studio Theatre, in which the University of Birmingham is now a founding partner. For the next 5 years, our students and our faculty will be working in here with RSC directors and actors and musicians. This is where research in performance and practice in performance will be happening side by side. It's a very thrilling moment for the university. 2016 is such a huge year for the Institute that it's almost hard to think beyond it, except insofar as all the things that we're starting this year we're going to pursue very hard. The collaboration with the RSC at the other place, obviously it's so far we've got it on paper for 5 years, but I hope it'll be so beneficial both to the Institute, the university and the company that it'll be renewed and that we'll work even more closely with RSC personnel in the future. And the other great thing of this anniversary year is, of course, the World Shakespeare Congress, which will renew our contacts with many of the international scholars and critics and artists who will be in Stratford and then in London for that event. And we want to do more collaborative work with universities overseas. We'd like more exchange with faculty because it's such a benefit to the Institute to continue to be at the centre of this worldwide conversation about what the works of Shakespeare continue to mean to us around the world.